Hi, in this video on my walking robot with TXT controller, I want to focus first on the gearing. Last time I reconstructed the robot in order to have all four legs connected, and I rewired everything. And after that, of course, a test with the actual movement. And as you can see here, I'm connected once again using my Android tablet. And with this script I say work, and you hear something but nothing works. So with this in mind, I have to check for each gear if it works, and if not, why and how. So that is for now the focus. And the way to do that is to first disconnect the gears and see when this gear, which is directly connected to the motor, and the other way, the other side as well, of course, if that runs, and then add each gear once again. And a very simple way to disconnect the gears is to shift them all apart, aside. So now only these are connected to the motors, and on the opposite side the same. So now I can activate the script again. Which shows that there is absolutely improvement. So let me look at the other side, what happens there. No problem. So going back here, I could shift these to the left and see if that gives improvement. That is one. And let me shift this one as well. So step by step, and see if this one works. That works. Let's see once again. What I can notice is that it still shifts, so it ends lower than it starts, but for now it has to do. Now let's see what happens when I shift these in place again. I have to be careful here and put them, say, here. Now they are all connected again, on this side at least. So let's check once again. It works. but with remarkable more difficulty. Okay, let me do one more shifting back of the gears. See how this works out. That one. And 2. See how this works out. And that gives great difficulty. So I think that if I add this one as well, it hardly will move. So let's try this. First with only this one. See? And with this one it won't move at all. So the question is, why does it get so difficult? I will shift this one out of gear, this one as well. So this is an interesting thing. Why does it get so difficult with more gears engaged? That is a very good question, and the key question for now. Because without these gears moving in a rather smooth way, I can forget the walking. So I have to find out why it gets heavy. Now that I've seen that the gears are causing some problems, the question is what is giving those problems, and it looks like there is some friction, and that friction can be caused by two things. The gears, by being put too close to each other, but also the friction between these two. So the question is, what is the best solution? And this goes quite smooth. For now this too. And if I look here, that too. So right now I think the solution is to keep it this way and not putting them too close to each other. So this is one, then putting it high, and that I have to keep in mind as well, not to be too high. This one the same. Oops, don't move the camera. And then this should be alright. This one has to be a little bit closer. This is too close. But this is finding out, is it too close or not? Also trying out, and it tries to keep these two not at the same height. So let me keep it like this. I think this will do for now. Same idea for this. This will be okay, I think. I think this is okay as well. There's something else that I have to keep in mind, because right now this is quite flexible on all sides, so I probably have to have some connection in between here and here, and that should create some stability. However, for now the most important thing is to see if the gears work now. So once again on the tablet, getting my command back and hitting enter. It does a little bit more. So I have to go trial and error and put some more distance. Once again. At least it does something now. So with this more or less solved, I have to, well, it's not quite the way I like it. Also, what I don't understand, and let me get to the source code, because if you look at the output, you can clearly see that motor distance is set to 50, speed set to 125. Then I'm going to the reverse with again set to 50 for the distance, motor speed set to 125. So you would expect that everything runs exactly the opposite side, and yet every time it is running a little back, running further, a little back. So that's quite curious. And when I enter the source code, there is actually not much. When I walk through it, well, this is the sound, but that has been eliminated more or less. And right now I can't find any cause for the wrong, for any wrongdoing by the code. So I'll let that rest for now. And the one other thing that is left for now, and I am not sure that I can solve that today or this time, and see the space it is leaving, which is actually not quite satisfying. So this is better. It comes quite close, and with this it is that way, but too close to each other and you get friction, too much friction. And the next thing is to get those legs inside a boundary so that they can't do this anymore, but just will stay in this. and I'll have to figure out how I do that. For now, two issues remain. A bit of stability for the gears on both sides. A limitation in the way the legs move, and as important, or equally important, is the friction between the gears. So with those three problems remaining, I think this is quite enough for problems and for problem solving to come. And let me run it one more time. Well, at least it runs. The code problem with changing is of course another one, so which makes 4 issues to solve. And with that I say thank you for watching, and to be continued.